Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. Got some room at the 30. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And we'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Second and 11. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He was brought
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2. Love with it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a hit. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He's given his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of 5.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
looking out of the gun. Love. Underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Bring him down at the 13-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers, nothing.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
And at the 41-yard line.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. It's a passing route complete. That's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Packers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number on the scoreboard right now. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Look, there's no question in my mind that Jordan Love is a pass-first quarterback, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the wheels to get out of Dodge when necessary. So you will see Green Bay occasionally throw a quarterback run play in there, but for the most part, he'll do his damage with his legs when a play breaks down, and he has to get out of the pocket and try and gain yardage.
And 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Operating from the gun. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Love's pass. Complete.
7 yards, the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 18-yard line.
From the gun, Love. He's going to get his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going back to Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Again, it's Love. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd down, Love once more. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That catch That's good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would pick.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Escaping the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. At the 26-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Third down and the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. The quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a handoff here with running back. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting in the shreds.
Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play? Looking for pass, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Take over first.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, Love. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards. And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them. Just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Packers 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Love. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across midfield.
Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Love. eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
First down.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Love. He'll buy some time right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air again, Love. First running back, and he's got him complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. On play action, Love to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Starts with a completion left side, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
3rd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 35. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And they'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throw over the middle, taken in, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw again, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a bigger touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I want to play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Vikings. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments in this one. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.